Hi, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence, and today we're going to take a look at the Turtles of Grayskull, Mouse Jaw, Evo, and armed with Mouser. Now, many of you that are familiar with the channel know that I do not collect Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I do collect MOTU Origins. I've started to kind of get away from it a little bit as I've collected most of the stuff, but I have been following the Turtles of Grayskull, and there's a lot of neat things that I think that they're dropping. And when I saw this one, I really did think this one was pretty cool. And to be honest, a $25 price point isn't bad when Mossman is like 40 because he's flocked. Yeah. Go home, MOTU, you're drunk. Anyway, as you can see here, there's a lot of reuse, which I know is a bad word in some of the communities that I'm in, but let's be honest, that's how they make their money. So anyway, got this nice little box here. We got Trap Jaw, which is now the Mouse Jaw, and he has the white. You can see he has Robato's hands. He's still using a lot of the things from Trap Jaw. And as you can see over here, I'm actually going to compare him to those two. So anyway, this is, I believe, a Target exclusive. If I'm wrong, I apologize, but I know this is popping up at Target. Here on the side, you can see Trap Jaw as Mouse Jaw with all his white. And on the back, you can see the Turtles and some of the MOTU guys, or I guess a turtle. And I believe that is Tila fighting him in front of Castle Grayskull. And if I remember correctly, this is an homage to comic book Trap Jaw. And here you have him with this cannon. So the other thing is that he is part of the Build-A-Figure wave for Metal Battle, which would be probably Roboto. Now that I think about it, if he's a Build-A-Figure, he's probably not a Target exclusive. So I do apologize for anyone that is wondering, but listen, let's take a look at this figure. No one really wants to look at this. Again, I have done a lot of MOTU stuff, and at the end I will point to another MOTU video that I've done. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, or even if you're old to the channel, you've been here before and for some odd reason you haven't, take a second. If you like this content, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell notification so you're notified anytime I drop any type of MOTU video. Now let's get to it. Alright, so I got Mouse Jaw out of his plastic prison, and the first thing we're going to look at is, it doesn't come with a mini comic, it just kind of comes with this card, same as the 3-pack for the Powers of the Sun. And so what you can kind of see here is there's Mouse Jaw. You can see the flame effect coming right off. It's kind of like he has a flamethrower, and then you have a mouse right there. On the back here, you're going to get Mouse Jaw, Evil, and armed with Mouser, Mutant Master Powers, Trap Jaw, endless array of weapons, powerful razor-sharp jaw, cybernetic strength, Mouser, turtle hunting technology, attack in unstoppable numbers, shell crushing jaw. So they really do good. They really do go well together. I think the artwork, I've mentioned this before, when it comes to MOTU, is second to none. All right, so quickly, I'm going to look at the arm for the Build-A-Figure from Metal Battle. And as you can see there, it has a turtle hand for the most part, even though it's mechanical. He doesn't get a lot of articulation. Very little, pretty much like a Super 7 Ultimate. It costs a lot less. The detail looks good, and here you can see there is going to be something so you can plug his different accessories into it. So here's the hand. It easily pops off, and it comes with this extension here. And the extension just kind of pops on, like so. And then you can use all of the accessories. The axe, which is the same as Robato's. His is warped. This one looks a little bit better. You got the gun. Double barrel gun, which oddly enough has the same warped cannons going in the same direction and everything. And then you have his claw. And if you really want to, oops, you can pop it off. And you can also use the flame effects on it if that's what you're looking to do. All right, so quickly take a look at our mouse jaw here, and we'll move to trap jaw. And the first thing you'll kind of notice is he does stand taller than trap jaw. If I grab Roboto, Roboto is actually a little bit taller than him. So I have them standing straight up, so they fit this almost a scale of a 6-inch figure a little bit better than if they're doing the squatty potty like the original MOTU figure. So looking at the figures, the legs on all three of them, the thighs are shared. Same loincloth, crotch area. The chest is your standard MOTU, and this arm is your standard MOTU, different than Trapjaw, who obviously has cybernetic parts on it. His face sculpts are completely different, but you can tell it's the same character. When you look at the eyes, it kind of has those beady little pupils, and the green is the same, but the jaw has kind of this third brake light on top, and then the jaw does articulate up and down. So you can get some sort of poses out of it if you're interested. The arm is completely different. A little bit of paint apps that run over it. You can tell it's supposed to be a mouser. And as you can see, it's some sort of flamethrower. So we can take our flame effect, which I do like. It's soft, but at the same time, it's not really a problem. It doesn't look like it's going to sag like some of the blast effects with the G.I. Joe figures. Here he has a belt, and rather than having a skull and crossbones, he has a turtle and crossbones, which I actually like. I think it's giving some sort of storyline, some sort of story to it. And then you have your legs, which are completely different. It almost looks like they're backwards, but oh well, doesn't bother me. They do look pretty nice. Again, a little bit of paint on it. It really does go a far way. I think it takes this figure and just it gives it a nice look to it. So let's grab the mouser. I know people are interested in these. Hopefully for people that are interested, they will sell a whole bunch of these. Oops. So his legs do move separately. His feet move back and forth, so you can get him in some posing. He has the red dot up there, same as Trapjaw. And then, of course, his mouth does open, and he has a cannon on the inside. So, if you're wondering why the Frankenstein is here, well, we can pop off the legs, throw the legs up there. So he's actually able to carry everything that he's supposed to have on his person. Then you can take the mouser and you can install it like this. So now he has his big giant arm. And of course he can open up, he can attack, and you can put the blast effect right in there. Now, if you want to get him to stand, you're going to have to put him in a little bit back motion, because obviously the weight of this is going to cause him to want to fall forward. But I have to say, it is pretty cool. It looks kind of more like a firefighter than anything here. But I got to say, I think this figure looks really cool. I like the concept of what they're doing with Turtles of Grayskull. Like I said, I'm not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan. I'm not a collector. But some of these I think look really good, and this is one of them. And again, a $25 price point compared to a $40 price point for Mossman. And now, believe me, Mossman wouldn't be worth it if it wasn't for Hella Dope Toys Ted doing the whole Mossman videos and different things like that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Hella Dope Toys Mossman, and you're about to be very, very entertained. So there it is. There's not too much more to say about this figure. Again, I do like him. I think they did a pretty good job with this. Alright, so my first impression of these Turtles of Grayskull, especially this mouse jaw, is I think it's pretty cool. It's a cool concept. I think it's awesome that Mattel is partnering up with some other franchises, some other companies that they don't own, so they can do something new and innovative. Again, you're just kind of mixing some 80s and into the 90s properties together. And most of the figures that I've seen so far, or seen previews of, I have to say their mixing and matching is a good combination of who they are making. Man-at-Arms and Donatello, it just makes sense. But this figure, I love the blast effect. It really does show a lot. I'm glad they didn't give him the open hand. They actually gave him the thumb wrestling hand so he can hold, let's say, a power sword or a gun or something. Mouser is actually pretty cool, and I love how it does attach. All right, so there you go. I know you haven't seen a MOTU review in quite some time. I'm kind of done with Origins for the most part. I'm picking up the ones that I may want, that I liked as a kid, or maybe ones that just looked really cool. I'm not all in on this line, although I do think it's very cool. And again, this was the first one that I saw that I'm like, I think I need to have that one. It just works. So, but I am gonna get out of here again. If you like this, I did find it at Target, so that is where they are dropping. Go ahead and take a look. Try and find it. Hopefully you're able to. If you want to build a figure, good luck to you. I'm not sure what else or who else you're going to need for the Build-A-Figure, but there's going to be a wave of them. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Listen, if you like the content, if you've been following me on the social medias, if you're on your Instagram and you're wondering, hey, why haven't you posted? That's because I have a new Instagram because someone got the old one banned. So Instagram, a punk with _toys, Twitter, TikTok, a punk with toys. The Facebook group page, Punks with Toys, because once you join, you're a punk with toys. Now, I'm going to get out of here, but listen, if you like this content, if you like stuff like this, especially MOTU, if you like MOTU, tell me in the comments, hey, you know what? We want to see you do more MOTU stuff. It doesn't do very good. It doesn't get a lot of views, and, you know, you put a lot of work into stuff, and sometimes you're just like, hey, you know what? Maybe I'll let some other guys. Cobweb, he does a wonderful job with the MOTU. I'll let him take over all the MOTU origin stuff. But when I get ones that I like this, you know I'm definitely going to cover it. So if you like this content, take a second, hit that subscribe, hit that like, and hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I do drop some sort of toy video. Now I'm going to get out of here. I'm not sure what I'm going to show, but I'm going to put a MOTU video up here. You know what? We'll do Point Dread. And down here is going to be all the MOTU figures that I have reviewed. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Hi, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence, and I'm here to take a look at the Turtles of Grayskull, Mouse Jaw Evil, and armed with Roman. It was like he sat there and he waited until I started talking. Didn't you, buddy?